Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Welcome back to the It's Just Us podcast. My name is Emmanuel Wallace. And yes, we are officially back. I know I might have missed last week, but it's all right. We're here. And when we left off the last time we spoke about our books, we left off talking about If I'm Honest, a poetry collection written by myself and my friend Zachary Tibbetts. That was back in April, guys. That's a long time ago. And maybe one in July. But given that the month of poetry isn't until next year, we're going to leave that there for a while. If you haven't, go follow us on Instagram, dreampublications.ap, and you'll be able to find some of those poems there as well. But today, we're going to be talking about Your God-Given Dream. This is the book that I wrote, I think about 2 years ago now. This book, I feel like, was for me. Being a young Christian dreamer, being somebody who wants to pursue his dream and watch other people pursue their dreams, this book has helped me even. It's spoken to me in times where I felt like asking the question, I have asked the question, is this dream worth pursuing? You know, is it really worth all the time, energy, and effort? Is it really worth all the stress? Is it worth the risk? I even read this book over again when I needed it. When I needed encouragement, because it gets lonely sometimes when you're doing something new and it is just you for a while. It's just you and God. And as He leads and guides you, and as He points you in different avenues, it's scary because this is a place where you're not familiar with. It's unfamiliar territory. You're stepping out in faith to do something that you've never seen done. Maybe you have seen done, but you've never been a part of it. So this, along with winning my spin, doing those Bible studies, seeing how God has moved in my city, that in itself is an example of stepping out in faith and seeing God move in response. So the reason why I'm back is because I want to see God move in these books and in the lives of the people that read them. Because these aren't just for me. They're for the ones who are taking steps, the ones who are beginning their journey, the ones who have been on that journey, the ones who need encouragement, the ones who have struggled with seeing the purpose behind their dream, seeing that it is valuable, seeing that it is purposeful, seeing that it is going to work out if we stay consistent. And I have not been consistent, which is why I'm back, because I want to be consistent. In everything that God gives me, I want to be consistent and I want to be intentional, because who knows when the time will come when He asks for it back. I want to give Him every gift that I've been given with usury, and I don't want to shortchange myself, because who knows where He could take this? Who knows where He could take your dream? Who knows where He could take your ministry? Who knows where He could take your life even? Like, it might not seem like much right now, but when it's all said and done, you look back a year from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, and you're like, man, look what the Lord has done. It's so much more beautiful than if you would have sat in the sidelines and watched everybody else do it. So before I even get into the book, I want to encourage you, whoever's watching this, to take the journey, to take a chance, to believe and try. Even if you fail, get back up and try again. And even if that doesn't work, you learn and keep learning, keep building, keep adjusting, keep shifting whatever needs to be shifted. Keep becoming who God called you to become. Because even through failure, something grows. Even through success, something grows. Like, there's no such thing as failure until you give up. And I don't want to give up. And I don't know about you, but I'd much rather fight until I can't get back up again than give up before I ever fight. before I ever lift my hands and say, I am standing 10 toes down for this because I believe something powerful can happen through this. And I genuinely believe something powerful can happen through this podcast, through these books, through Bible studies, through reaching people, talking to people who need hope, who need a reason to love again, who need a reason to hope again, who need a reason to believe that there is more for them in this life. That's why I'm doing this. It's not just to share my books with you, but it's also for you to get to know me, and so that I can share the heart that God has given me with you, and hopefully you can go out and do the same for somebody else. So as we get into it, your God-given dream, how to pursue, chase, and acknowledge God the whole way through. I want to read an excerpt from chapter 2 at the end of page 19 all the way through the end of the chapter, which is page 23. And if you want to read the full book, you can find it at www.dreampublications.org. That's where we have all our books. So if you have time, feel free to take a look and check some of those out. I appreciate it. So, chapter 2, the race, page 19 at the end. It says, running in faith isn't easy. When you look at each crucial moment as a pivotal moment of elevation, you begin to realize this race isn't one-dimensional. Where you're going doesn't trump the path you take. There are so many dreamers in this world that would rather spend time designing a shortcut than enduring the fullness of the marathon. Yes, it's hard, uncertain, rocky, vague in a lot of areas, and frightening to say the least. But it's worth it. The further you go, you will see that waiting isn't a negative thing. I thought about purpose and what it meant to have reason beyond what I saw, and what I found was quite interesting. A runner runs to accomplish a goal, to cross the finish line and win. A biker is the same. A race car driver is the same. An old lady walking a 5K is no different. But why? What is the purpose behind these actions? How did they get to that point? Why did they go to such lengths to get to the starting line? Because when you envision the finish line, you have to prepare to go through the trial of running. It is the preparation that makes the runner, not the tight clothes and cleats. It is the mentality and dedication that were built up and supported in the shadows. It is the dream that gives the runner purpose. But the dream isn't winning. It's to inspire someone else. I have learned that though there are many people that go about their business striving for themselves, their pride and stature, there are those who do things for a greater purpose. Their field isn't to appear great, but to be great. Greatness is not in the victory lap, but he that is greatest among you shall be your servant. The race isn't over until you pass on into eternity. The steps you make today matter for tomorrow. Yesterday counted for today, and right now counts for later. Keep in mind that when you run, keep the pacemaker in view and in front. Let him lead you. Let him guide you. Let him set the pace, and all you have to do is flow with him. Dedicate yourself to the process and don't hide in the bushes. He will take you down ragged roads, but not without a plan. He will lead you beside green pastures, but not without substance. He will help you when you are in trouble, confused, or losing faith. He is your help. He is your strength if you rely on him to write the story. Keep a balance between desire and purpose. If they aren't aligned with the pacemaker, they're apt to make you go astray. If one is appealing for an instant, fades just as fast, and the other captivates your attention for ages before you realize it was lost the entire time. Let God take it all. This race isn't meant to be done alone. I learned the hard way that some obstacles you can't break through without assistance in prayer, fasting, community, and reliance. Your God-given dream is not meant to be a lonely endeavor. God will add and take away what He will to push you to greater lengths of the potential that rests in you. Don't forget to be grateful for the checkpoints along the way. Every small victory counts. I remember the first ever book signing for Dream Publications. There would never be a more accomplishing moment. When I met our crowd, our people, and got to talk to them about what I love, it brought joy to my heart. Granted, I was beyond nervous. It was a second of my life that let me know that though this vision I have seems far out of reach, it's possible. The first checkpoint will always be the one to set the tone. It gives you a benchmark for what to expect along the road. It acts as a starting point beyond the start line. You get a clear idea of who's cheering you on and what people like that will join along the way. It is a reminder of who is in control. I admittedly knew without God I wasn't going to do it. I thought about backing out days in advance, but by His grace, I was able to make it through. I thought about cutting it short, remaining silent, hiding out in the bathroom. I thought about every possible escape route, but my pace setter continued straight toward the venue. It's not illegal to be afraid, nervous, uncertain, or even doubtful in this race. He prepared me months in advance because He knew that if I had a single thing out of place, it'd become my excuse. I've done it before. I missed plenty of opportunities simply because I didn't trust God enough to follow His plan. I'm not alone in this respect. As I've grown as a Christian and a dreamer, following God's plan, I've been blessed to see and help other dreamers find their path. And as I helped them and evaluated myself, I found the number one hindrance to advancement was ourselves. The reason is simple. The more you focus on yourself, the easier it is for you to trip. Your feet tend to get nervous under your expectant gaze, and the ground chuckles with every staggering kiss it receives under your weight. It knows your fear. It knows your anxiety. It knows because on its surface are all these things displayed like a commercial on a flat screen TV. You can't avoid it. You can't avoid it if you don't look up. Your attention matters. If you focus on the road more than the pace setter, anxiety has an avenue to distract you. If you focus on the people around you, comparison wins. If you don't pay attention to anything at all and stare at the sky, you will remain lost. Don't fret about direction when you aren't focused on the one who's directing and dissecting the whole course. Don't remain blind when it's the light of the world that goes before you. You have His word. You have His direction. You have His love and attention. But you have to commit to following Him before you try to pursue your own desire and self-made purpose. Because with men, it is impossible. But not with God. For with God, all things are possible. Run with the intention of being led. Run knowing it can and will be done. Maybe not in your timing, but at the best timing. Run trusting that everything is under control. Run with anticipation. Don't stop. Rest, but never give up. Don't speed up in favor of the enemy's temptation. Anything given without trial is often lacking in substance. Don't let your reward be null. As you run with your desire and purpose synchronized with Christ, Enjoy the journey. Pray daily. Study daily. Seek God daily. Rely on your help. You aren't alone. Stay focused and run the race. The realization of your dream awaits, because just enough isn't everything you can reach. Remember to always have eyes for more. That was chapter 2, the last 3 pages, talking about the race and running at the pace that God sets. It's easy in today's age to get rushed because, there's so many ways to make a quick bang for your buck, so many ways to blow up, so many ways to just have what you want right now. But sometimes delay is good. Sometimes that process is better. Because though it's tempting to go fast, it's much more rewarding to build over time. Because foundations aren't built in a day. They take time. And if you have a stable and firm foundation rooted in Christ, you don't have to worry about being shaken when persecution comes, when trial comes, when questions come, when failure knocks at the door. It's always good to let Him set the pace. If it's faster than you thought, great. If it's slower than you thought, great. Because we know that all things are working together for good. And we don't have to worry about how, when, where, or why it'll be done. But if God gave it to us, it shall be done. Because nothing He says comes back to Him void. He had a purpose for saying it. He had a purpose for giving it to you. He had a reason behind everything that He designed. Therefore, He has a reason behind everything He's asking for you to design. Everything He's asking for you to put together. Everything He's asking for you to say, to speak, to build, to join, to help, to serve. He has a purpose for it. It might not seem like the next big thing. It might not seem like it's going to get your name out there. It might not seem like you ever stand before people you never thought you'd stand before, but God can do the impossible. He can take the little thing and make it great. But remember, greatness is not rooted in our name's sake. It's rooted in our ability and willingness to serve, to be lowly, to be humble, to be willing to allow Him to shape us, to mold us, to direct us, to guide us, to heal us, to lead us. Because this journey is not meant to be done alone. This journey is meant for us to be in partnership with God. And as dreamers, we have a responsibility to let Him make it plain. Let Him guide us. Let Him reveal it in His time. And as we go, as we walk in faith, I believe that dreams will be realized and lives will be changed and futures will be transformed. But it starts with taking a chance. And I'm excited to see you guys take a chance. Here I am taking a chance. We don't know what's going to happen next. But I have faith to believe that God can do anything. And I believe He can do it for you too. This is the Just Us podcast. My name is Emmanuel Wallace. And we're done for the night. Peace.